It is August 12th, 2025. This is week 19 of my pregnancy. I'm gonna do a little pregnancy update. Here's a little synopsis of my first trimester. I found out I was pregnant around week 5, which was the end of April. Worked at my full-time job through pretty much my entire first trimester. I had already put in my notice well before I found out I was pregnant that I'd be leaving my job. Cole and I have had plans to move, but now we probably won't be moving until after we have a baby. But I'm actually totally grateful to not be working at this time so that I can travel, get my home ready, take time to spend with my husband as much as possible before we have another human life in our home. So I'm actually very, very grateful I left my job when I did. My symptoms in the first trimester, I will say my friends have had it a lot worse than me. I was still able to work out throughout my entire first trimester and now I'm in my second trimester. I'm still able to work out and be active and go on walks and things like that. I will just say pregnancy is an adjustment. I'm used to feeling good most of the time and am blessed to not be stricken with illness very often. I'm hardly sick and I don't know, I'm usually a ball of energy. I'm used to my average state being not gross, like I just feel good all the time. So it's definitely an adjustment to be not at full capacity. I'll say that. I kept a log in my phone throughout my first trimester logging my symptoms because some of them were things I had never heard of or didn't have friends that experienced them. I'll start with most surprising, then most annoying, and then all your basic ones. My most surprising symptom was that my body hair started to grow rapidly and it got darker. I am naturally blonde. This is my natural hair color. It's wet, so it is darker right now. My roots tend to grow in dark and then my hair just lightens over time and with the sun and all of that. My arm hair, totally blonde and invisible. You cannot see it. Any of the peach fuzz on my body, blonde and invisible. I do naturally have very dark brown, if not black, armpit hair, leg hair, toe hair. My eyebrows are naturally dark like this. My eyelashes are naturally brown. So I have blonde and brown hair, but the hair on my stomach that's usually a very blonde invisible peach fuzz like this turned brown and noticeable. Like not just happy trail, but like all the way up my entire stomach, brown hair. So I shaved it off a couple times and it hasn't grown back brown. So I don't know what the deal with that was. It was kind of weird. My hair, I've noticed, has kind of slowed down in the growth, and if it hasn't slowed down, I just have gotten used to it being faster, I guess. It naturally grew pretty fast before, but now it's like, I shaved yesterday, I'm already prickly. So my most annoying symptom, oh my gosh, and no one I know has had this, having a nasty sour aftertaste in my mouth all the time. Meat, chocolate, dairy, especially cottage cheese, certain yogurts, they just left this horrible aftertaste on my mouth. It didn't go away the entire day. Like I could not do anything but focus on how annoying my mouth tasted. So I always had gum and was always chewing gum. It slowly started to go away around week 15 when I was on vacation, hit second trimester. I actually came back last week for a little visit and it's gone again. So it just kind of is a lot more mild right now and just less often. But that was very annoying. And I looked it up and apparently it's like a normal pregnancy symptom, but again, I don't know anybody else who had that, who's told me that they had that. Yeah, extreme exhaustion. I was pretty beat. I've never been tired like that in my life. Week 1 to 6 was pretty brutal, and then even after week 6, I was out for the count some days. Like I had one day where I literally did not leave my bed. The entire last month, Cole and I have been on vacation and traveling through my entire second trimester. And I will say pregnancy exhaustion lasted pretty strong through week 16. No, week 14 I started to feel a little better and a little better and a little better. And I honestly feel like my energy levels are almost back to normal and I'm at week 19. So I know it's not gonna last very long because I've been told it gets worse in the third trimester. Oh my gosh, my boobs got so sore and hurt so bad. And my boobs were so swollen. And so I'm naturally larger chested. For metrics, I'm 5'7", on average about 144 pounds, 145 pounds. Back when I was overweight, my chest was very large. I actually had no idea how large my bra size was at one point because I refused to wear a real bra. I always wore a sports bra to minimize my chest. I ended up getting fitted for a bra in 2022 and was a 36F. So I wore an F until end of last year, I want to say. I ended up getting pretty lean towards the end of last year after my second half marathon. And my chest did shrink finally. Got down to a double D. I don't don't remember if it was 34 or 36. So I could wear medium sports bras again for the first time since I was like 14. Got down to my mediums, and thank goodness I kept all my extra large sports bras and my 36F cup bras, because guess what? Pregnancy brought me right back. Like, I haven't gained like weight in my body, like my legs and my arms and stuff. Like, I haven't really gained weight. Like, my stomach is starting to show a little bit, but my chest immediately right up to a large, and now we're pushing extra large. So that's really fun. And when I say they hurt, I mean they hurt so bad. Worse than they've ever hurt in my entire life. Like, my nipples were so sensitive that if I accidentally brushed my arm over where my nipple was, searing pain. And somewhere towards the end of first trimester, it started to get better, and now I only have occasional days where they are sore and achy and swollen, and they hurt. Constipation station. Pregnancy definitely slowed down every bit of digestion, bowel movement, everything for me. First trimester, I was so severely constipated. There were a couple 5-day periods where I did not poop at all. So I started taking Fibercon, and that was helping, but if you don't drink enough water with Fibercon, it can make it worse. And I think there was one day where, and I drink a lot of water, I really do, but there was one day I think I just didn't hit quite enough, and I think it made it a lot worse. So Fibercon stopped working as well for me, so I switched over to a generic stool softener. That did pretty good, and just like eating a ton of cherries, honestly, just like tons of fibrous foods has really helped. I stopped eating rice, actually. I just have not been eating rice because rice actually makes it worse. So fun fact. No, food aversions. Right when I got pregnant, all I wanted to eat was red meat and eggs. I wanted steak and eggs and bacon every single day, all day long. Somewhere around week 6, red meat started to freak me out, like gave me aversion. Like, I had a major aversion to red meat for a bit. I still am like I'm not really reaching for red meat like at all. It really makes my mouth taste bad. So I think that's a big reason why. Like, it sounds good, but then I eat it and my mouth tastes gross for like 5 hours. I'm like, not worth it. I haven't had crazy food aversions, just like nothing sounded good. My only cravings, there was one day I really craved ice cream and cheese sticks, like not together, but I just wanted them both. Sour Patch Kids and Laffy Taffies have been, yeah, sour candy and like candy. I'm usually more of a chocolate person. Chocolate started to make me feel really sick throughout my pregnancy, very nauseous, kind of hurts my stomach, so I'm kind of not really going for chocolate anymore, which is a big surprise for me. Last night I really wanted chicken pot pie, and then I went to the store and I looked at chicken pot pie, realized how utterly unhealthy it was, and said, never mind, I'll choose something else. My skin was also more sensitive. Like, I didn't like touch. Poor Cole, my wonderful, beautiful, sweet, cute, lovey husband, I just like didn't want to be touched. Like, my skin felt sensitive. Clothes really bothered me. I don't know if it was like a sensory change, but like, I just was naked. I'm not even gonna lie, I was naked for almost my entire first trimester. If I was home, no clothes, couldn't do it. It was too much on my skin. You know, I've had some friends say that they get more affectionate when they're pregnant and some people don't. I definitely lean towards less affectionate. Very low libido. Very much like didn't feel like being hugged even. Like, just didn't really want to be touched. Second trimester, that's gotten a lot better. It's not even close to where I was first trimester, so that's good. And nausea, of course, I was nauseous all the time, but I didn't throw up. Knock on wood. I haven't thrown up a single time this pregnancy. I've been very close, heaving over a toilet, but did not throw up. I have had food poisoning. No throwing up though. Like, I'm very grateful. I haven't actually thrown up in years. I think last time I threw up was maybe 2021, and it's 2025 right now. So I hate throwing up, and I'm very, very, very grateful that I haven't had that problem. I've definitely learned that pregnancy is not fun. First trimester, at least, is not fun. However, I've been very blessed to have it pretty easy compared to many of my friends, many of my, people in my life. Not to say it's been easy, because it's still not easy. Watching your body change in ways you don't want is not easy. Being uncomfortable in your skin every day is not easy. Like, nothing about first trimester of pregnancy is easy. I'm just glad it's been a lot better than it could have been. I'm gonna attribute a lot of that to prioritizing clean food and exercising. I still have my treats sometimes. I still eat Laffy Taffies and Sour Patch Kids, but for the most part, I'm very proud of myself for making healthy choices throughout my entire pregnancy. Okay, that was all first trimester. Second trimester started week 13, 14. I started to feel better. I didn't truly feel like that second wave of, you know, my symptoms are like 90% gone till week 17, 18. Yeah, I still got nausea and a couple of migraines. I only had like 2. Yeah, my symptoms really just haven't been that bad second trimester. Just like here and there I'll get nauseous or feel gross or have like a little craving, but it's just not as severe, which is nice. My energy levels are up. I feel a lot more capable to do things, more willing to exercise. I still exercised first trimester even when I didn't want to, but I feel more like I want to now, which is good. Whatever that nesting phase is I've heard people talk about, am I going through it? Because I can't stop cleaning and organizing and like making this room better. Like it looks crazy right now because I'm trying to like reorganize our whole home. My belly is showing a little bit, but not crazy. Baby started to get real active around last week. I felt my first kicks around week 14, just little flutters, like little bubbly, you know, maybe even week 13. And then now it's full kicks and it feels kind of like a potato rolling around in my lower abdomen. I am curious to know like where other people feel like their babies and their bumps and stuff, because some people carry high and some people carry low. I feel like hurt right here, like low in my uterus, which I think is interesting. Yeah, I'm like scared to do hip thrusts at the gym. I know you can, but she is quite literally right where that belt would be if I were to do hip thrusts. And I'm saying she because our blood test was a girl, but we didn't get to have our anatomy scan yesterday. I'm saying she. There's still like a 1% chance that it could be a boy. The second trimester has been more body changes, like my belly's just a little bit bigger every week or so. I now have a pregnancy pillow. Thank you to my aunt. She gave me so much baby stuff, including that giant pregnancy pillow, which it was in my plan to like come home and buy one, and she just had one and gave it to me. So thank you. You saved my freaking life. I'm definitely at a point where I cannot lay on my back anymore. When I lay on my back, it's just like weight in between my freaking hip bones, like so much weight. It's so uncomfortable. Yeah, I don't have a big bump or anything. I'll put a little picture or video. My go-to outfit has been bike shorts and a big shirt. Like not compressive bike shorts, like loose, you know, stretchy bike shorts and a big shirt, or workout shorts and roll them down below my belly. Any of my compressive clothes or anything high-waisted right now is just will not be touching my body. I cannot stand it. Maybe I'll move more towards cute stuff when I actually have a cute bump and not just look like I gained 15 pounds in my belly. I'm really hungry now. Oh, we went on a cruise to Japan. I ended up getting food poisoning, unfortunately, a few times. My stomach really had a hard time with a lot of the food in Japan. And I also ate pineapple every single day, every single meal, like for 2 weeks. I'm not even kidding. And then when we came back to the States, I was eating pineapple all the time, and I started to get real sharp pains in my stomach. And I was like, am I giving myself a freaking stomach ulcer from the amount of acid I'm eating, or from like the food poisoning that I was having? Like, what is going on? My gut has been so screwed up. Like every time I would take a pill, I'd have sharp pain in my stomach. It's super like acid reflux, which doesn't usually happen, but like my stomach, my freaking stomach was on fire. Pills, my prenatal, anything acidic, anything chocolatey, like just killed me. So this week's actually gotten a lot better because I stopped eating that stuff, eating very mild food, but I kind of was scared I was getting a stomach ulcer. Okay, that's it. I think that's all I have. See you next time. Bye.